This is Optimal Finance Daily, episode 700, Big Money Mistakes You May Be Making, and Cutting Expenses, both by Michelle Schroeder-Gardner of MakingSenseOfSense.com. And I am Dan, the guy who reads to you from some of the best blogs on personal finance. I am here each weekday doing just that, even holidays. And you may not know that this is just one podcast in our podcast network. We actually have 7 shows now. We've got 5 narration-style shows just like this one. But very recently, we added 2 interview podcasts. One is a dating show called Date Us, where you can contact the guests on the show if you're interested in dating them. Again, it is called Date Us, so you should definitely check that out because it features listeners of our other shows. And before we get to our posts today, most job boards overwhelm you with tons of the wrong resumes. Not smart. But ZipRecruiter finds the right people for you and then actively invites them to apply. Smart. Try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/OFD. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Now let's get right to it as we optimize your life. Big Money Mistakes You May Be Making by Michelle Schroeder-Gardner of MakingSenseOfSense.com. We've all made money mistakes. I don't think anyone has ever said, "I've never made a money mistake in my life." If so, I'd like to meet that person. Even if you have made money mistakes, it's never too late to change your life around. Here are a few money mistakes that you may be making. Taking out too much in student loans. I'm guilty of this one. Luckily, my student loans are now paid off, but I would have had thousands of dollars less if I wouldn't have taken out so much when I was in college. My problem was that I would always take the full amount out each time. With student loans, the money goes towards your tuition, but whatever is left over is just deposited into your bank account as cash. I never really thought about how taking an extra $1,000 or $2,000 each semester would hurt me, but it did. Thinking you're too good to save money. When I had my day job, I used to always bring my lunch. There were 2 reasons for this. A, I wanted to save money, and B, in order for me to get lunch, it would have meant that I would need to get in my car and actually go somewhere. I was too lazy for that. Occasionally, I was made fun of for some of the things I would do to save money. Some thought I couldn't afford to eat, and I even had people offer to buy me lunch. This also applies to coupons. I know so many people who think that they will be looked down upon for using coupons. I just don't understand that. Who cares if you use a coupon? Anyone can save money, and there should be no shame in doing so. Not thinking about the full cost. I've seen this many times. You buy an item without thinking about the full cost of it. You only look at the sticker price. You may be able to afford the sticker price, but can you afford the whole thing? Many things have additional costs. If you buy a house, other costs include home insurance, property taxes, utility bills, repairs, and so on. If you buy a car, other costs include car insurance, gas, maintenance, taxes for buying the car, yearly personal property taxes, and so on. Spending more money than you make. If you are spending more money each month than you make, then you are making a money mistake. You need to figure out what is going on so that you can fix this problem. Are you trying to keep up with the Joneses? Are you not making enough money each month to support basic life necessities? Do you have too much debt? Whether you are spending $100 over your budget each month or $1,000, you need to fix this money mistake. You can start fixing this money mistake by creating a budget. You need to list your income and realistic expenses and see where your problem is. Buying things because you think you deserve it. Don't get me wrong, I think that money is meant to be enjoyed. However, if you are going into thousands of dollars of credit card debt because you think that you deserve to own things, then you may have a spending problem. Something that you may want to think about is why you think you deserve things. Is it because another person can afford it, so you think you should be able to as well? Or is it because you want to buy things to cure a bad mood? Also, does buying things actually make you happier? Or does it just lead you to buy even more things? And I'll have another post for you in just a moment, but first, thank you again to ZipRecruiter for sponsoring this episode. You know what's not smart? Letting your friends pick your karaoke song. But you know what is smart? Going to ziprecruiter.com/OFD to hire the right person. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you, it finds them for you. Its powerful matching technology scans thousands of resumes, identifies people with the right skills, education, and experience for your job, and actively invites them to apply so you can get qualified candidates fast. That's why ZipRecruiter is rated #1 by employers in the U.S. This rating comes from hiring sites on Trustpilot with over 1,000 reviews. And right now, my listeners can try ZipRecruiter for free at this exclusive web address, ziprecruiter.com/OFD. That's ziprecruiter.com/OFD. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Cutting Expenses by Michelle Schroeder-Gardner of MakingSenseOfSense.com. I'm always talking about how I want my student loans gone as quickly as possible, so that's probably why I often get asked why I don't cut more expenses out, since there is obviously more room for things to be eliminated. We have cut a lot out of our lives, mainly by calling and asking companies to lower our bills and give us discounts. And there are certain things that we have cut, such as our gym membership. We never went, so we couldn't justify the cost. We also lowered our food spending. It's still not exactly where we want it, but we are doing much better. However, there is a long list of things that I willingly pay for. I don't plan on eliminating any of them as they help me enjoy life. Yes, I enjoy watching my favorite TV shows. According to what I could be saving, which you'll hear in a moment, the amount that I could be saving is not a big enough reason for me to eliminate all of them. 1. Cable. I love watching TV. Yes, I know I'm a horrible person, blah, 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 but I actually enjoy shows like Boardwalk Empire, Sons of Anarchy, True Blood, and sadly some others that I will not say the names of. Our bill right now is right around $50 a month for a lot of channels, plus HBO and Starz as well. I watch a lot of shows on HBO, so it's worth it to me. 2. Cell phones. Technically, the boy needs it for his job, so we can't get rid of his. But why do I need mine? Well, I just enjoy having it. It's really that plain and simple. I like to easily reach my friends and text people all day long. I text much more than I call. Aren't most people like that? I, however, do not have a smartphone. I plan on getting the iPhone 5 soon, but I keep pushing it off. It would make life easier, though. We recently added my sister to our cell phone bill, so now she's paying a third. Since there are 4 of us, we didn't have her just pay the extra added cost because she should be paying her fair share. It used to be $130 a month, but now it's $170 a month. So with her paying a third, we are actually saving a little more money on our cell phone bill. So technically, our cell phone bill is around $110 a month. 3. Cars. Yes, I could technically cut this out and do public transportation. However, I live in a very unfriendly public transportation area. It would take hours for me to get to work, yet my work is only 10 miles away. Without cars, we would save around $400 for the Jeep payment, $100 in car insurance on both cars, and about $300 a month in gas for a total of $800 a month. Monthly unlimited passes, an estimate, are probably around $100 each, so we could be saving an extra $600 a month by not having a car. Even though $600 a month sounds like a lot, I would have no time for anything since I would be spending around 4 hours a day commuting to and from work instead of just spending the 15 minutes to drive there and the 15 minutes to drive back home. The time saved is worth $600 to me. You just listened to the posts titled Big Money Mistakes You May Be Making and Cutting Expenses, both by Michelle Schroeder-Gardner of MakingSenseOfSense.com. And that is going to do it for today and for the week and for 700 episodes of Optimal Finance Daily, if you can believe it. Thank you so much for continuing to listen and support us, and have yourself a great weekend. I will be right back here with you on Monday, where your optimal life awaits.